ever created a program or group experience that was filled with amazing content, but somehow your clients just didn't stick with it? Maybe they started out super motivated but fell off halfway through, or you watched them struggle with resistance even though you knew they really wanted to make the change. Or perhaps you had clients who have finished your program and you've watched them from afar, and you can see a few months on that it's like all the progress that they made has been completely unraveled. We've all been there, and it's really frustrating. You put so much thought into designing this amazing experience, and you know that what you're offering is so valuable to your clients, and yet they don't seem to get this deep, lasting transformation you know that they're capable of. Well, here's the thing: transformation is more than just delivering good information or inspiring content. Real change requires aligning your program design with psychological principles that help people not to just learn, but also to evolve. And that's what we're going to be diving into today. We're going to explore how understanding behavioral change and the stages of learning can completely shift the way that you design your programs. So, if you're ready to turn your programs into truly transformational experiences that actually last, it's time to grab that notebook and let's get stuck in. Hello, and welcome to the Scale Group Program podcast for passionate experts who are ready to design online programs that keep their clients hooked, taking the action, and getting real results. Because client engagement and participation are the key to driving sustainable revenue in your online education business. Now, I don't know about you, but I keep seeing marketers sharing that when you nail your messaging, only your dreamiest of clients will sign up to your programs. They'll do the work, they'll get the results, and they'll rave about you too. The truth is, though, that messaging is just step one. It calls in the right person with the right promise, but there's so much more depth to it than that. Your clients are measuring their success of your program not on how glossy your marketing is, but by how easy it was to implement and get results. We're not just talking about surfer level shifts here either. We're talking about programs that don't just inspire, but also guide your clients through a journey that sticks long after the experience is over. The truth is that when you want to grow a program to deliver transformational results, you need to be more than an expert in your field, and you also need to be more than a good marketer. To deliver a group program that sets you apart from the crowd as the leader that everyone wants to learn from, you need to be a marketer, yes. An expert, yes. But you also need to be a business strategist, a teacher, a coach, a guide, a facilitator, and a cheerleader. And many of us have been taught that marketing is the only answer. But it's not as simple as nailing your messaging and then watching your dream clients effortlessly achieve results. You see, the journey of change is challenging. It requires a commitment to do the work, to take the action, to build momentum, and to see the tiniest of micro shifts as the big wins that they are. Your clients are going to feel every euphoric high and every crushing low. They will feel overwhelmed. They'll get stuck. They'll rebel. They'll relapse. And heck, they might even want to quit. And without an understanding of behavioral change and learning psychology, they might as well just find some inspirational information on YouTube. Information has zero value until you can actually do something with it. It's time that we translate information into action and then support our clients on the journey so they actually do something differently. Our role is so much more than just sharing expertise. You're a teacher, you're a coach, you're a facilitator. Different stages of the journey are going to require different skill sets from you and to put that different hat on. And most program design advice, from module 7 of the group program you did, is basic. Basic ideal client work, basic understanding of your brilliance work, basic delivery and structuring work. And you are past the basic stage, which is why I created my TLC method. This is designed to transform your program. It's a holistic approach to program design that distills 18 years of my experience, academic qualifications, and all the mistakes and so on that I've made into a comprehensive framework that guides you through the exact system and processes that you need at each stage of the transformational learning journey. Because yes, effective messaging will attract in clients that are ready for success. That is just the start. The TLC method is designed to take you deeper so that you maximize client results, increase lifetime value and revenue in your business, boost retention rates, and nurture a stellar reputation. So, what is the TLC model? Well, it stands for Transformational Learning Cycle, and it's a combination of the psychology of learning and behavioral change. I've broken it down into 5 stages, and it operates like a spiral. As your clients gain a deepening understanding and mastery of the skills, habits, and behaviors that are needed to support them to create change. So they start and they are in this place of they haven't even invested in you. We're talking pre enrollment phase. They are grappling with the symptoms and the challenges that they're facing, and they know that they need a solution. What that solution is, they're not quite sure yet. They're thinking about the change, but they don't know what they don't know. And our job at this point is to actually show them that our solution is relevant and valuable to them. At this point in time, their confidence typically exceeds their ability because they don't know what they don't know. They have so many blind spots, they can't see them. So we need to trigger the realization that they need more of what we do. So we have to highlight the gap and show that we are the solution to that gap. That means that we provide inspirational and educational content, insights from our own experiences. We share those raving client testimonials and reviews to show them that we have the exact solution that they need. That is stage one, that is the marketing piece. But it's so much deeper than that. Once they have bought into our program, we go into the onboarding phase. This is where our clients really get to grips with how much they don't know yet. There's so much they don't know. They know that they want to change. They don't know how. There's a lot of new information that they're learning, and their confidence is going to hit rock bottom at this stage. Our responsibility here is to show them how to succeed, give them the steps, show them the roadmap, take them on the journey and support them through the challenges. This is where we coach them through. So, this stage, the strategy here is all about teaching and coaching because that sense of overwhelm, the lack of self belief, the fear of failure is going to be shining bright in this stage of the journey. And through onboarding, goal setting, coaching, acknowledging challenges, providing supportive learning experiences and quick win actions, we can then move them forward into the next stage of the learning change cycle. And this is where they start actually applying what they're learning. And so many programs get stuck at the stage before teaching and coaching. Our strategy here is to facilitate and guide. This is where our clients are trying out new things, but they're having to think quite hard to do it. Their confidence will grow the more practice they get, the more supported they feel, the more encouragement they get, and the more guidance and feedback they get to course correct. If they feel like progress is slow or it feels too difficult, they are much more likely to drop off. And in this phase of the journey, implementation challenges, guided practice, challenge sprints, feedback, critiques, community, gamification, progress tracking, celebrating every micro win is going to become the kind of core content and the core strategy for delivering in our programs. And so many programs miss this stage out. They get stuck at teaching and coaching without the facilitation piece. And once we've facilitated action, once we've guided them really in a scaffolded way, it might mean that they have like a check sheet that they have to go through. Have I done this? Have I done this? Have I done this? As they move out of, I need to think about how to apply this, it will become second nature. And when it becomes second nature, when they've put in the reps, when they've formed the habits, we need to show them what's next. So the spiral continues because if we don't take them deeper to the next level, they will get bored. The lack of growth will cause them to drop off. So here we can keep clients in our world and build lasting, a lifetime value for these clients because we're taking them into advanced content. We're taking them into next level offers. We're nurturing and growing an alumni network around the work that we do. And there's the fifth stage, and this fifth stage actually is, and this the fifth phase that we look at is relapse, and this is where our clients and life gets in the way for them. This is hard. Life is busy. Ooh, shiny things. And our responsibility here is that we guide them back to the journey of change, and they can relapse at any point in the cycle. So here what we want to do is this is where we become their cheerleader. And we go back into coaching mode. We reach out, we check in, we see how they're getting on. If we're smart with our systems and our processes, we can actually trigger early warning systems based on how they're interacting with our content and interacting with our delivery model and our coaching calls and so on, to know whether it's the right time to check in with them or whether actually it's the right time just to give them some space. We will encourage them to reflect on their progress that they've made so far, the wins that they've achieved, but also the challenges that they're experiencing. And then from there, we can reset with an action plan and reactivate them through supportive resources, templates, group calls, intervention groups, whatever that looks like for your program. Now, I just wanted to talk quickly about habit formation, because if your program doesn't help your clients build lasting habits, then the transformation will be short lived. What you're actually breeding is dependency on you to be the rescuer, to be the handholder, to be the person that actually provides the answers. And what we want to do is transfer responsibility to the client by giving them the tools that equip them to do that. And this comes through habits. It comes through new behaviors and practices. And we need to make sure that when we're uh, creating and forming new habits, that we are breaking this down into small bite-sized chunks, because otherwise it becomes overwhelming. We can use accountability partners. We can use the progress tracking I've already talked about. We can use implementation challenges to help our clients stay on track. But the key is that we're creating consistent, repeatable actions that are aligned with the outcome that we've promised for our program. So maybe we're sharing a daily journaling prompt or a 5-minute meditation if we're supporting our clients to boost self confidence, so that they can go grab that promotion at work. Maybe it's showing up daily on our Instagram stories using one of the frameworks that we teach. But the power of the habit formation is that doing small things little and often will guide your clients to success. So we want to ensure that as we design our program, as we design these implementation experiences, we're focusing in on developing habits. So that, yes, initially we might give them that checklist where they're going through the stages and having to really consciously think about it. But once they've done it over and over again, they no longer have to think about it. It does become and feed into second nature to them. So as we're going through these habits and this habit formation, we are going to celebrate every little win, no matter how small it is. If clients feel like they're making progress, they are much more likely to stick with the changes that they're making. So we need to ensure that the micro wins are celebrated at every little step that they take. And I'm sure you've experienced this, where clients hit a wall of resistance. You know, they're really motivated to change at the start, and then things get in the way, and their resilience and their desire to change seems to diminish and get knocked over time. We want to mitigate these roadblocks and anticipate them in our program design, so we can ease them in gently. I've already talked about small micro wins. If we can build this in consistently, those small wins compound over time. Our clients will see quick progress. They're much more likely to stay engaged. It hits that dopamine button and they want to keep coming back for more. We want to create a safe environment because there will be challenges. And we want to normalize those challenges for our clients so that they can express their challenges, their skepticism, their discomfort, not only in front of us as the leader, but also within a peer group as well. There is so much power in the group dynamic, and we absolutely want to leverage that as we design our programs. And the final thing to consider is integrating reflection exercises throughout our program after each session and on a weekly basis, so that our clients can see how far they have come. We have the roadmap, we have the success criteria, they tick those off, but they are encouraged on a regular basis to sit down and look back and go, oh my goodness, how much has changed for me? Because when we are focusing on these tiny little micro wins, it can feel like change isn't really happening. We can't really see it. in real time, but when you look back, you go, oh my goodness, so much has changed. So we want to structure our program to acknowledge and work with the resistance that our clients might have. And we want to empower our clients to move forward from that point. So ultimately, when we're thinking about designing transformational experiences, we are bringing it together the mindset element, and we're bringing the behavioral element as well. So mindset is around, challenging our old thought patterns, the ways that we've always done things, and helping them to overcome the resistance that they feel to change. But it's also about creating the space, facilitating the action so that they can take the steps that they need to get the reps in that they need to get in order to start applying what we're teaching to their day-to-day lives. Now, this will feel clunky at first. They will feel resistance about this at first. It will feel like they're making slow progress at first. But by marrying the mindset shifts and the behavioral shifts that take action taking, your clients will be able to see what they need to do and will feel empowered to do it. And this is where the real transformation happens. So that's it for today. I hope that you are feeling inspired to design experiences that don't just scratch the surface, but actually go deep into change. How we can create experiences that move beyond teaching and coaching into true facilitation of taking action. And if you found this episode helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to tune into more strategies on how to create transformational client experiences, hit the subscribe button and I will be here again soon. So until next time, I'll see you then.